We're back here at NRA headquarters. I'm with Phil Schreier, Senior Curator in the National Firearms Museum. But Phil, look around. We're not in the Firearms Museum.
Oh, we're not.
No.
We're not at all, are we?
No, we've snuck back down into the vault. I'm so glad you were able to accommodate my request to do this, because we were down here before and I absolutely loved it. So we're back, and so happy to be here for a series, 7 segments here in the vault. So, and you brought a theme along too. Tell folks, what is the theme?
Our theme are twins.
Twins.
Yep.
Like twins like these?
Twins like these.
Because they look
They look pretty close, don't
they? They do.
Problem is that they're not. In fact, none of the parts on this one will interchange with that one.
Okay, so they're not twins at all.
No, it's a bizarre story.
I was fooled.
You were fooled. Well, as you well know, John, one of my passions in gun collecting are Webley revolvers. Right. Love the Webleys. And the Mark IV Webley is one of the hardest ones to find in .455. You can find a ton of them in .38, but the original .455, which came out just after the turn of the century, is very hard. And the Mark VI put the end of the Webley line. They were made in 1918. The .455 service marks of the Webleys came to an end with that Mark VI. However, in the 20s, the British wanted something that was not as big as the .455, would still get the job done, maybe a little lighter, a little bit more effective. So they came up with what we now call the 38-200. It's a cartridge that is not a 38 special. It's a 38 with a 200 grain bullet. So a lot of times it's just called 38 S&W.
Okay.
Or 38-200. So they came up with that cartridge and said they wanted a new pistol for it. So Webley came out with what they call their Mark IV. You see it written right there, Mark IV, not to be confused with the turn of the century .455 Mark IV, but the Mark IV 38-200. This gun looks like a shrunken version of their Mark VI, which was produced from 1915 to 1918. Big World War I gun. So this looks like a shrunken version of that. Webley says, here's our offering. And the British said, okay, thank you, hold on, and ran over to the Royal Small Arms Factory in Enfield and sat down and basically produced this gun and said, we're going to make them here, thanks very much, go away. Webley said, well, that's our gun. And the British Small Arms, they said, no, that's our gun. It doesn't interchange with your gun whatsoever. So then Webley went after them for 2,250 pounds sterling, saying, all right, if you're going to steal our design, that's what we want, which I think is cheap.
Yeah.
You know?
That's not bad.
And of course, the British court said, no, that's their gun. Something ain't right there, but that's another story and book to be written later. They start making these, they're called the Enfield, Royal Small Arms Factory Enfield lock. The Enfield number 2 Mark I. Same caliber, 38-200, same everything. Wooden grips instead of hard rubber. So they start making these in 1931. This is a first-year production. And they make about 270,000 of them through World War II. They can't make enough of them fast enough during World War II, so what do?
Let me guess.
They cut that number that Webley wanted of 2250 down to, I think it was 1225 or something, almost half.
Well, it was wartime.
Exactly half. And he said, we're sorry, here's half of what you wanted. Now can you make us some more of those? So they started making, they made 500,000. So the end, Webley came out on top, producing 2 to 1. Now this gun at Enfield later went through a couple changes. The Mark I Star, which had no hammer, was double action only, and the Mark II, or the number 2 Mark I Star ... asterisk, or star, which was the wartime finish, the wartime expedient version. So there's your Webleys and Enfields. They look pretty close. Very different on the insides, and a great bit of intrigue as well.
I was going to say, a great story. But like twins that look alike, these guns couldn't be more different. Parts,
Exactly.
manufacturers, and that story that ties in there. A lot of drama, which I'm sure with a lot of twins, there's some drama there.
Oh, there was a lot of drama.
That's great. Great story. Great stuff, Phil. We love it. We love the history lesson we get down here in the vault. Thank you so much. How can folks learn more about these firearms, see them? Well, you can't touch them and you can't come, but you can see them here or online. How can they do that?
Well, we've got plenty of 38-200s in both Enfield and Webley
You can stare and
variations.
drool at them.
Yep. We have those on display here at the National Firearms Museum in Fairfax, Virginia, open 9:30 to 5, 7 days a week. We're at the National Sporting Arms Museum in Springfield, Missouri, again, 7 days a week. And if you don't want to come over on the interstate, visit us on the internet. That's 24/7 at intermuseums.com.
Okay, we got a little more to come here from the vault. I'm so excited. It's a great time down here. Let's take a break because we've been down here, 4 or 5 weeks now.
Yeah,
we need to take a break and get some lunch or something. But we'll be back with more of the Curator's Corner from the vault. John Popp, Phil Schreier. We'll see you soon.